The first sign number one, is that if your downline believes more in the internet than what the trainings and you tell him, that's if he believes more in what he reads on Google, on Facebook, on YouTube, more than what you tell him, you get it, then it's a red flag. It's a red flag. Now, I'll tell you why it's a red flag. The reason is that 5 red flags that will tell you if your downline is going to leave the system or not. Believe me, we're in network marketing, and the power of growth, or the possibility of making max out, of realizing the dreams that you have wanted with your downlines, depends 100% on your capacity to maintain your downlines and grow with them. And to do so, it will be important for you to know how the signs that show that this particular downline will surely give up or will surely leave the system. So in this video, we're going to tell you all of those 5 signs. And at the end of the video, we're going to also show you how to counteract them. That's to say, how do you make sure that your downline doesn't give up from the 5 signs that we're going to give you. Voila. So if you're new in the system, consider subscribing so that you don't miss our next videos. You like, you share to your cross lines, to your uplines, and to your downlines. Thank you. Now, the first sign number one, is that if your downline believes more in the internet than what the trainings and you tell him, that's if he believes more in what he reads on Google, on Facebook, on YouTube, more than what you tell him, you get it, then it's a red flag. It's a red flag. Now, I'll tell you why it's a red flag. The reason is that the day he will go on Facebook and see one negative prospect or one leader who is no longer focused, who has written something negative about your company, he's going to believe it. He's not even going to tell you. You only discover that he's no longer attending trainings, he's no longer doing this, you only discover his attitude. You only discover that he's no longer doing presentations, some kind of stuff like that. Now, you get it. So that's a red flag that you have to see. Now, how do you first of all detect this? You will see that he becomes reserved. That's to say, maybe at the beginning he was so passionate, then at a certain moment you see he starts believing more in the internet. Like he starts telling you that a downline can come and tell you that I saw in the internet that this company is a scam. I saw in the internet this person bought his product and the product was never delivered. I saw in the internet that this person attended the level where he was supposed to be paid and he has not been paid. When he starts telling me things about the internet, meanwhile you have told him things before going that. Let's to say, if there's no training telling somebody that, like for example in Qnet, they tell that if you do 3,000 BV left and right, you're going to be automatically paid. But the downline keeps telling you that he has heard. That is a red flag. That is a red flag. Hold on to the end of the video. We're going to tell you how to counteract that. Now, red flag number 2 is that if your downline hits circle of influence, that's even the worst red flag that you should be watching. Now, I don't know if you know what the circle of influence. Circle of influence means his or her entourage. You know, neural marketing is all about relations, okay? The capacity to refer to services and services to your relatives, to those who know you, to those who have trust in you. Not you having trust in them. Those who have trust in you and those that you can influence. If he does not like presenting these people, I bet you he's going to fail. He's going to fail. And automatically when he fails, he's going to leave the system. There's no doubt. You get it? The reason why he's going to fail is that in network marketing, people do not buy goods and services. People do not sign up because they have confidence in the company. They sign up because they have confidence in the person who is presenting. And no one can have confidence in you apart from your circle of influence. Your circle of influence has to do with your tight friends, your family, no other person apart from that. You get it? Voila. So very important. Okay, there is one of our videos where we define what is circle of influence. We did showed you how to know prospects that are in your circle of influence, all of that. If you don't know that video, you ask the question in the comment section. We're going to redo the video and then you're going to watch more. Okay, now hold on to point number 3, 4, 5 because they are very determining. The third red flag is that he hides his life from you. Like he doesn't want you. You see, you discover that your downline does not like you to know his mom, doesn't like to know his dad, does not even like to know where he stays, does not like you to know whether he's the last born or in fact he doesn't. He tries to hide parts of his life to you. He doesn't like you to know the details about his life. Is that he's afraid. In other words, maybe he does not have confidence in you. You get it? You know, some of these downlines have read negative news on Google, on Facebook, on whatsoever platform that they start suspecting you, their leader, and they don't tell you. But that's a red flag. That's a red flag. You get it? Do you have downlines like that? Tell us in the comment section. Some other people are going to learn. You know, this is a business where you will rise by lifting others. Thank you for commenting, please. You comment and you tell us. Now, red flag number 4 is that he does no longer like to pay trainings. Automatically, a downline who has the first 3 red flags, that is issue of believing the internet, hating circle of influence, and hiding his life from you, will automatically fail. Which means that at a certain level, after the first year, or after the first 6 months, even after the first year, after 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, he will start thinking that he's been wasting his life. You get it? So each time you say there is VCon, there is Revicon, there is NSS, there is this thing, he will tell you that he doesn't have money. You get it? I have one downline that once told my crossline that actually he has money, but he doesn't think that training is important. You get it? Because at that moment he has a full cup. That means he already believes that he knows the system. Whatsoever you're going to tell him is not going to help him. I don't know if you understand. So when a downline already starts telling you that he starts being recalcitrant concerning trainings, that is a red flag. That is a red flag. Hold on, at the end of the video, we're going to tell you how to counteract that. Now, number 5. Number 5 is even the worst one. Indiscipline. Red flag number 5, indiscipline. Do you know this kind of downlines that they say a training is 8 o'clock in the morning, they come at 10, or they come 5 minutes later, they come 30 minutes later. Okay, you shout at them, they continue the same thing. He tells you that downline tells you that he has presentation at 11 o'clock, and then he comes at 12. He tells you that he has a follow through at 3 o'clock, and then he does not even signal you. You only score that time has passed. Okay, those are signs of indiscipline. You get it? It's a red flag. Why? In that even if he likes circle of influence and refers to circles of influence, they are going to duplicate him. Network marketing is all about duplication, duplication, duplication. And your downlines practice or they copy more of what you do more than what you say. That's non-verbal communication is more powerful than verbal communication. Okay? Yes. I know one pastor who once said, do what I tell you, know what I do. But in network marketing, it's what they call monkey see, monkey do, as Chief Partman says. You get it? So that's a red flag that you need to correct right away. You call him. You get it? Voila. Now, after we are finished with these 5 points, it is now time for us to tell you how to counteract this behavior of the downlines. Okay? On all the points that I have cited, I don't know if you understand. The first thing, if your downline is believing more in the internet and he hates circle of influence, sit down and ask yourself if that downline also, if he is your circle of influence, if you are the one who referred him. I don't know if you understand. Or if he was referred on you by your upline, check if you also practice circle of influence. Let me go into more details. Let me say you referred one downline who was just your classmate, and then you simply presented the business to him. He was an opportunist and he decided to sign up. Is he your circle of influence? No. Can we say you influenced him? No. Actually, it is instead the business that influenced him. So if the radio station gives a fake news, okay, or a negative news, he's going to believe more in it. In other words, to say, for your downlines to practice circle of influence, they must know that they must make sure that they will be checking every day to see if you yourself you are practicing circle of influence. There's one of my downlines who once asked me if he asked me that this one every day that you're telling me that I should practice, I should apply circle of influence, I should refer my brother, I should refer my mom, whatsoever to a business. Am I your circle of influence? If it was like that, am I your circle of influence? Am I not focused? I don't even understand. In other words, to say everything starts from you, the leader. Everything starts from you, the leader. At times, you need to sit down and ask yourself, look at yourself in the mirror and say, okay, if I were my downline, will I follow me? Those are some points that you need to look about. Many of those things that your downlines are doing are things that either he has seen somebody, maybe a cross line, or another leader did that doing. It cannot happen like that just for nothing. A downline who was not your circle of influence, he will need enough prayers to copy, to reapply what you say. But don't misquote me. Let me say, if they treated your list and then you had 3 circles of influence, CI5, that's people who trust you. There were 5 of them. If after referring them, you can still now use that fact, that self-confidence that you have gotten, now to refer others. Those others, it's true they're not your circle of influence, but they're going to see that you referred others who were your circle of influence. So they're going to believe in what you say. They're going to refer their own circle of influence. But if you started your base by strangers, those strangers are never going to believe in you. You get it? Now, if a downline is hiding his life from you, as I said, okay, instead open up to him, like invite him to your house, invite him to your the funeral ceremony of your grandfather or whatsoever, if there is any. In fact, let him discover who you are. If your downline does not know where you live, if you hide where you live from your downline, I bet you that downline may never open up to show you also where he or she lives. He will start hiding his circles of influence from you. I don't know if you understand. To say everything starts from you. If you are opened, your downline is going to be open to you. I don't know if you understand. It's not for nothing that you hear in a training, chief partner will tell you that I was born in a small town. My mom is called this. He even show you the picture of his mom, what his mom was doing. He wants you to see that he or she is open to you, and then you are also going to be open to your leader, and that's how the business is going to grow. You get it? Now, if your downline does no longer like trainings, share share. In fact, check videos of leaders who had his own experience or who have his profile. If it's somebody who is overeducated, bring a leader who is focused, who does the business normally, to train that your downline is going to go. You get it? It's difficult for a policeman to really train a university professor until they succeed. I don't know if you understand. Now, so that was the focus of the video. I hope this video helped someone. I hope at the end of this 2024, you're going to have doubled or even tripled or even quadrupled the number of downlines in your team. Together, we manage. We rise by lifting others. You like, you subscribe to this channel, Success Life Beat or Records. You share this video to your uplines, to your cross lines, and to your downlines. Thank you very much for listening. We are with you forever, forever, forever. Thank you.